I'm going to share something with you. That might put me in a very negative light, yeah.
Relationships are not my forte.
See if someone grabbed up my wife or something, completely different ballgame.
I'll walk away from here, and this has been like a therapy session.
This is Joe Pugh for IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. Delighted to be joined by Stuart Kellogg, aka Evil Hero, here in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. First of all, how are you, my friend?
Doing good, actually. Starving, but I'm doing good.
So, I don't know about you, but it's my first time in Saudi Arabia. How are you finding it?
Honestly, we went out today, went to some gym, and dude, it was amazing. I posted some stories, and it's nice. It's super nice, but I'm enjoying it.
So obviously you're here for your fight against Adam Salah on the undercard of a huge event on Sunday night. It's Tommy Fury versus Jake Paul. It's finally happening. So just explain how you got on this card and how the whole process works with Skills Challenge.
That's just what I do, dog. I just got hit up by one of the promoters randomly. I seen a random call and I just like, hello? And I thought it was a prank. Because I'm like, Jake, Tommy, that's not going to happen. And I got confirmation about it, and I was like, yes? I mean, oh, wait, who am I fighting? They're like, Adam Salah. I was like, oh, 100%, yeah, let's do it. I knew I was going to fight him eventually, so why not right now?
So do you rate Adam Salah? Obviously, you've been in the crossover space for around about the same time. I think he may have had one more fight than you, but how highly do you rate him as a boxer?
I would put him up there with Dean and Waleed, for sure. He's in the top 5. Well, there's only like 5 people in our weight class, but I would say we're fighting for 3rd place. That's how I see it.
So obviously he's fought Waleed, obviously you've fought Dean, they've fought each other now, so, and Dean come out on top. So in your mind, does that mean that you've kind of got the greater chance?
I just think I'm a more determined fighter. I just think a lot went down in the Dean fight. I'm not going to make excuses, but there was a lot that went down in that fight, and I was just underprepared for it, and it won't happen this time. So I hope he don't think that this is an easy fight, because he'll be sorely mistaken.
It's a bit of a crazy week, especially back in London in August for that Dean the Great fight. Just coming out of that Misfits experience, how did you feel? I know it didn't go your way on the night, but it was a huge week, wasn't it?
Oh, dude, it was. I told multiple people I would not take that week back. If I could go back in time, I wouldn't. It's one of the best learning experiences I've ever had. Like, I thought I was invincible, and now I know I made mistakes. I'm not perfect, so I had to go to the gym and start like working on myself. And it's just a learning experience. It was, if anything, it was really good for me.
Would you say that grounded you?
What's that?
Would you say it grounded you?
In a way, yeah. It grounded me. It made me realize that I'm human, and I'm not perfect. I'm not the best. So it made me understand when I'm going to the gym, listen to my coach. Because everything, if I just listened to my coach while I was in there, I would have probably won. Because I was landing, I was catching him, I was doing good until I stopped listening to my coach. So yeah, I would say it grounded me to understand, to listen to my coach and stop being so ignorant and hard-headed.
You say that your weight division's very condensed in the crossover division there. It's very limited. There isn't that much depth. With that being said, do you believe that you'll get the rematch if you beat Adam against Dean the Great? And is that a fight that you would like?
No, I don't want that fight yet. I want to take that fight when I know I'm ready and I know I'm 100% able to beat Dean. I would like to take care of Adam, focus on that fight first, one fight at a time, but maybe get 2 more fights after that, put on a good record, and then, take what's rightfully mine, that belt.
So give it maybe a year, a couple more fights. Do you believe that yourself versus Dean could headline its own Misfits card?
Me and Dean? 100%. Especially if I come off of like 2 or 3 like solid wins and Dean's on, killing it, 100%. I don't see why not. I mean, I'm on a Jake Paul card. He's doing Misfits. We're gonna clash eventually, and I think it should do numbers. I don't see why not.
You mentioned Jake Paul. Let's get to that main event then. How do you see it going? It was meant to have happened 2-3 times before, but finally, hopefully, fingers crossed, on Sunday night, the beef can finally be settled between Tommy and Jake. Who do you think is going to come out victorious?
I mean, I think Jake's in the other room right now, but Jake, it's not because he's in the other room. It's just Jake has that in his eye. He has that. He's hungry. He's starving. He wants this, and Tommy doesn't look like he's taking it too serious, but, you can just tell when you look in someone's eye. You can see that hunger, and Jake got it. There's really nothing that's going to stop him from winning this fight, in my eyes.
Obviously, there's an argument that Tommy's been doing this longer than Jake. He's been fighting since he was a kid. It's in his blood with his brother Tyson, his other brother Roman, who's also a professional boxer. But do you believe Jake has that power to finish Tommy?
100%. If Jake lands a left hook, a right hook, if he lands a overhand, anything like that on his chin, he's going to sleep. I don't care who. He can knock out anybody. I mean, it only takes 6 pounds of pressure to put someone to sleep if you hit them right in the button. So it's all about landing that punch. That's the hard part.
Do you believe the fight goes the distance?
No. No way. No. I think it stops. I don't see it going past 6 rounds.
Just on a personal level then, I know it's one thing being on a Jake Paul undercard, huge event out here in Riyadh, but the co-main event is Badou Jack versus Alongo Makabu for the WBC world title. That must be a great feeling for you to know that you're on an undercard of a legitimate world title fight.
It's still surreal to me. Like, I wake up and I'm like, I'm in Saudi. I'm fighting on a Jake, dang, it happened so fast. It just pulled, I got the call and now I'm here. I'm like, oh, whoa, this is happening. So I'm honestly, I'm honored. I hope they're, all these pros are cool and, understanding with me being on the card, because I don't want them to think that I don't take this serious, because I do. I take this serious. I literally, don't make videos so I can train. I sacrifice a lot, so I put everything aside so I can train. So I hope everybody takes me serious as well.
How much notice have you had for this fight?
I believe it was a month and 2 weeks. It was pretty short notice, but I mean, I stayed in shape for the most part. So it wasn't like the Dean fight where I only had 3 weeks. So I feel fairly confident about this fight.
Finally, I want to ask you, how do you believe the fight plays out between yourself and Adam, and have you got a prediction?
It's a 4-round fight, and honestly, I want to finish him. I need a TKO or a KO on my belt. I haven't finished someone yet, so I think it's time for me to do that. So I'm hoping second round, just somewhat of a TKO or stoppage, ref stoppage, or three knockdown rule happened to me, something like that. Yeah, I want to finish him.
Do you think you need to make a statement?
100%. If I want to get back at Dean, if I want to get in the ring with Dean, if I want to get in the ring with Waleed or any of those guys, I need to show that I can hang with the big boys.
Excellent. Stuart, thank you very much for speaking to IFL TV. Best of luck on Sunday night, and I hope you enjoy the event and the rest of the week out here in Saudi Arabia.
Oh, likewise, man. Appreciate you for having me.
Thank you very much.
I'm going to share something with you that might put me in a very negative light, yeah.
Relationships are not my forte.
See if someone grabbed up my wife or something, completely different ballgame.
I'll walk away from it, and this has been like a therapy session.